Live and rolling.
All right.
I believe it when I see it. Why don't I see it? It's probably my Facebook. Anybody else see it?
Efforting.
1, 2 viewers.
Oh, hey.
Two
Wow,
viewers.
people are
Whoa.
right there.
Boom.
That's like putting the pieces back
So
together.
that's weird. Oh, now I see something. Now I see something.
heavens.
All right. Okay, so cool. What's up, everybody? We're doing like a late show after the show type of thing. And we're doing it all for this guy over here, our buddy Brad Borders from Purple Heart Homes, who, if you've been with us for a while, you know this man. He's been in for multiple reasons, multiple times, and
Yeah.
this is the big one. This is for Take That Hill, which is Brad's baby. You created this thing.
Completely stupid, but not utterly pointless.
So tell people just at the outset, I know you've got some sort of big, important official title at Purple Heart Homes. What do they call you these days?
We hand out titles all the time. to people.
Don't put it down.
Right. We
Play
do.
it up.
We do. We're undergoing a shift change. So I was originally the construction director, and then I was vice president of construction, and then became vice president of chapters, and then I was vice president of outreach, and now I'm executive vice president now.
Oh, wow.
Of donor relations,
Does that mean you get
donor relationships. Yeah.
executive? To me means you get your own bathroom. Do you have your own bathroom?
I do not. I live in what we affectionately call the dungeon, which is the nether region of the executive household of Purple Heart Homes. It's basically the basement, right?
The nether region.
I'm like the nether region.
Okay, you might have to pick a new word.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like the kid who lives in the basement, right? Mom, I need a sandwich, right?
We've been living in the nether regions for years.
That's right.
I can't say it's worked, but it kind of works. So a little backstory, Purple Heart Homes, for those that don't know, all kinds of amazing, let's call them solutions for folks who've been injured in combat. I don't know how you guys phrase it, but that's kind of the gist of it, right, Brad?
Yeah, well, not only combat, but any service-connected disability for a veteran, may have served during a time where we weren't in kinetic operations and maybe loading a truck and hurt their back or jumped out of an airplane and landed wrong, right? That kind of thing, in a training accident or something. And sometimes it's just wear and tear on the body over the years, and so we come alongside and help with safety and accessibility renovations and look at solving homeless issues for disabled veterans and homeless veterans, and now we have a tiny home program where we're manufacturing tiny homes out of our location in Statesville. So it's pretty awesome.
It is awesome. So based out of Statesville, North Carolina, but spreading rapidly all over the country.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're somewhere else outside of, where there is a chapter, hit them up, hit up Brad, or find them on, phhusa.org. And,
They'll get to meet Parker. If they, because
get to meet
Parker's
Parker.
running chapters now, and so they'll get to interface with the legend himself, and he's the man, the myth, and the legend. Every man's envy, every woman's desire.
I thought that was Austin Powers or something. That ain't Parker, I'll tell you that. I say that with love, Parker, Well, so let's talk about the cool event that's coming up here on the 22nd.
October 22nd. So.
And real quick, just for anybody who is a bike rider or a whiskey drinker, this is your event.
There is a heavy overlap, I will let you know, of whiskey drinkers and bike riders.
There could be both going on. Hopefully not simultaneously.
But there are new things this year for non-whiskey bike riders to get involved with.
That is true.
Myself.
Yeah, we have created. Let's call it the Lollapalooza of cycling.
Okay, let's call it that.
Yeah, let's just do that.
I mean,
right now.
give people the nutshell, and then maybe we can drill down.
So yeah, we this whole thing started back in COVID when we couldn't do our normal fundraisers, and so I came up with an idea of I love to ride my bike, and I was like, I should use my bike to raise some money. I've seen other people do that, and I was like, I'll just ride up this mountain a bunch of times, and do something stupid, but it's not pointless, right? And you do something stupid, people pay attention to it, right? And but I was going to do it by myself, but then a lot of other people were like, "Hey, I'll do that with you," and then Woody said, "Hey, I'll do that with you," right? And so Woody came out, and there were like 12 or 13 of us the first year, and we partnered with Project Echelon, which is another veterans nonprofit, and a professional cycling team, and they channel all their efforts into helping veterans through physical fitness and coaching and access to equipment they might not have access to before. And so it turned out to be a really good year. And then, so we were like, well, let's do it again. And so we did it again last year. But we kind of maxed out the number of people. We had 25 folks riding last year. And when you ride, and again, the mountain is 2 miles up, 2 miles down. We repeated that effort 16 times. So 60 some total miles and 10,000 feet of elevation gain. And it's a pretty grueling, horrible day, but it's also on a 2 mile stretch of road out in the middle of Alexander County, North Carolina, which didn't lend itself to being an event where a lot of people could show up and where you could maximize impact. And so we just made a decision this year that we were going to change the format a little bit to include more people. So we decided to start the event in Statesville at our friends at Southern Distilling, who I went to high school with the owner of that illustrious company, and I've got a lot of stories on him as well.
I'm familiar with their work, and it's delicious.
Yes, right, yeah. And so they've got an amazing facility there. They just have built a new event venue. It's a giant barn. So we're gonna launch the event from there. We've got 3 different routes: an 80-mile route, a 60-mile route, and a 35-mile route. And the 80 and the 60-mile route, everybody in those events will ride to Barrett Mountain and do a time trial up at one time, right? And so you're racing, and we've got some pretty. I'm pretty stoked about the prizes that we've got for the people that, first, second, third place in couple different categories, and we'll do a big awards thing at the end, and then also too, we're giving out awards, and we're asking everybody to, hey man, jump in on this thing and be a fundraiser, and so we're asking our cyclists to sign up to be fundraisers, and so we're gonna honor our top fundraisers with a pretty cool prize.
And the cool thing is, if you do ride and you want to become a part of this, in the past, it was sort of, you were out of it. There's room for you this year.
Right.
Yeah.
So you said changed it around a little bit. You've changed it around a ton, because obviously anybody who's listening right now can sign up, and it's not 16 times up and down a mountain.
Yeah.
You're starting at Southern Distilling, and then different lengths of course.
And more importantly, ending at Southern Distilling, where you have something to look forward to.
Exactly.
Like I can see Woody at like mile 72. I can do this. I can get there.
Right. Because I'm doing the 80-miler. Wilcox, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm going to be drinking the 80-miler.
It's the new drink that they have there.
So we're all going to do different things, but this year, I think all of us are going to be out. Last couple of years, it's just been Woody killing himself on a mountain, but we're all going to come out to Southern Distilling and hang.
We've been for moral support in the
I
past,
was gonna
driving
say-
our car.
Okay,
Chelsea
sorry.
and Frank have been there.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I'm very important.
But instead of just driving our car this year, I think that we are going to do the workout of the day.
Oh, awesome.
So that's a free thing you can sign up
Yeah.
for, right, Brad?
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and kick in some money. I mean, you're paying however much to go do a workout if you go around town. So it's a great cause.
Yeah,
And
right.
But
yeah.
but I'll focus in on the other part. So and I don't think Brad mentioned this. So even if you just come out to Southern Distilling, they're going to have music going. They've
Yeah.
got folks coming out to play live music, and
There'll
as
be
Chelsea,
food trucks. Yeah.
food trucks
Food
too.
trucks will be there. Yeah. And you'll be able to sample the things that they have at Southern Distilling, So,
But as Chelsea mentioned, they're leading a workout in addition, so it has nothing to do with riding a bike.
right. Yeah.
Right.
You don't have to ride a bike. I just have to shout out to Joe Baker, who is otherwise known as Finger Licking Good. That's his nickname.
Oh, wait. Whoa.
Yeah, Finger Licking Good, but I just call him the Finger.
I'm still concerned.
So Joe has gotten involved in the Go Ruck community and has entered into these ultra endurance rucking events. So for those that have never heard of that, it's where you put a heavy backpack on and then you sign up and you pay $150 to go get a former special operations guy to yell at you for 12 to 16 hours, Joe has done some of these events that are 48 hours long, and he has a small company called Joe Baker Fitness up in Statesville, and he's running the workout, so it's designed by him. And it's special to him because he trained with another guy that had a nickname, a guy named Chicken Little up in Mooresville, and he's a Marine Corps veteran. And unfortunately, last November, he took his own life. And so part of this workout is in memory and honor of him. Call attention to veterans that might be suffering the invisible wounds that no one sees. And so it means a lot to Joe, and he will be there directing the workout. And he's not a very merciful guy when it comes to people complaining during a workout, and he'll say things like, what's your malfunction, so but that'll be great. And you could, and the other thing is that if you don't live in our neck of the woods, you're listening or watching from somewhere else, you can go online and sign up for this event for free if you would so consider. And you can do this workout in your backyard, or you can gather with 4 or 5 of your friends, because you don't need any equipment to do it. You just need some space and about 100 meters to either do a run or a walk for 200 meters. And it's all listed on the website what the workout of the day is. And what we're asking is, if you do the workout of the day, get some pictures, tag Woody and Wilcox, tag Purple Heart Homes, and share that the day of. You could even do it the day before, just so that we can get the word out. And it'd be nice to know how many people were jumping in on this thing.
Something just went through my head, and now it just went back out of my head.
Well, I've had that happen before.
I can't think what it was. I got distracted, but because I saw Larry said, "I'm with Wilcox," and I was trying to figure out what he was talking about.
In reference to not exercising, I think is what he was talking about.
I'm still thinking about a guy named Finger yelling at me
Finger.
while I'm doing burpees.
Yeah, Joe Baker Fitness.
But I mean, if Woody can do 80 laps or miles, 80 miles.
I don't know if you know, I'm a finely tuned athlete.
If Woody can do that, then I should be able to show up and do something too.
I'm an athlete. I'm not even an athlete. You're right. You can't get involved in this and be a part of it. And if you do ride bikes, you don't have to do 80 miles. There are 35 and 60. And so if you're even a beach cruiser rider like Wilcox, you could do 35.
Yeah, you can do 35.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, if you don't make it, just call. We're going to have a list of phone numbers you can call, and somebody will come get you.
Well, can I have that number right now?
Yeah. In reference to your show from this morning, I would say this: if you can't be an athlete, please be an athletic supporter. Right?
Yes, and wear one.
A reference to Woody's Little League coach checking his jock.
Nah, it's Pop Warner.
Oh, sorry.
Little League coach was having sex with my mom.
Yeah, okay.
There's a difference.
Good point.
His name wasn't Finger, was it?
I hope not.
I remember what I was thinking of was that you were talking about if people don't live here, they can do the virtual workout, but there are people who are actually coming in for the event as well, including Woody and Wilcox listener, or at least one. Right?
Jared, he's coming all the way from Alaska.
We got an Alaskan listener who's coming to town to participate and has done in the past.
He has. This is his second year coming down from Alaska. He travels the furthest as anybody. He's traveling about 6,000 miles, right?
And the funny thing is, he traveled the most last year because his computer lied to him. And so he did one extra lap up Barrett Mountain.
Yeah.
Because he thought, he looked down and he misread his computer.
It was hilarious.
And we're all sitting there, we're having a beer afterwards because clearly I was the last one. And Jared's like, I got one more lap. We're like,
I was like, how?
It's impossible. The computer told me.
The computer told me. It reminds me of Michael Scott and Dwight Schrute driving off in that pond at one time.
Right. The GPS told me
to go into a pond.
Sorry, Jared. That should have happened to Woody.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and so rumor has it that Jared is putting on the Ranger Hawk this year. He's going to come with there's a Ranger Hawk haircut that was from World War II, right? Jared was a Ranger, when he was in the Army, and but he says he's going to dye it purple. So we'll just call him out now. Now he's got to, right? Because
it's public.
It's public now. So, that'll be really neat to have him back here. And he's coming in at like 9:30 p.m. on a Tuesday, so before the event. So going to work out some logistics on rescuing that guy from Charlotte Douglas International Airport. So the other thing people can do as well is if you are an indoor cyclist and you have an indoor trainer that you put your bike on, you can participate, and you can sign up and get all the information. And again, that event doesn't cost anything at all either. You can sign up for free to do that. And so basically what we did is we worked with our friends over at Project Echelon, the Echelon Racing Series, and Wahoo RGT, which is an online training platform, that they created a virtual Barrett Mountain online. And so you can actually ride the exact profile. And it's just as hard as riding it in real life, except for Jared's not there. And Mac's not there. Barnabas is not there, screaming good tidings all the way up and down the mountain. So
We should also address, and it's completely separate from Take That Hill, but people watching now have noticed the fire suit behind Woody.
yes.
Not Chase Elliott's fire suit, James. That's Daryl Waltrip's.
It's Michael Waltrip.
Sorry, Michael Waltrip's fire suit.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a silent auction item.
Coming up in the next couple of days, we're going to put that up, and hopefully we're going to get photographic evidence with Wilcox in it.
So there'll be
At some
Wilcox
point.
DNA inside of it.
So people can bid on this suit regardless. You guys are having a golf tournament or something.
Yeah, on Friday. Yeah, we got a golf tournament happening at the fabulous Twin Oaks Golf Club in Statesville, North Carolina. And,
Beautiful.
it's going to be fantastic, and the fire suit's going to go up for silent auction. Michael Waltrip donated that to us, so that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
You sure you want me to put it on? Is that like wearing an autographed jersey? I mean, you don't do that.
It is not. He sweated in that thing. You're good.
Right.
I'm gonna
So
take-
if Tom Brady gives you a game-used jersey and he signs it, you wouldn't wear it?
No, I would not wear it. No, of course not.
Been through this since the dawn of the show. Woody has worn one once. And
Well, I will
never
say
let it
this.
go.
I don't know. I concur with you, Wilcox, because I have on the wall of my office a Operation Restore Freedom T-shirt with all of y'all's autographs on it that I look at every single day, and I'm thankful for. And I've never worn it. So
The difference is that has no value. So you can go ahead and wear it if you want.
It'll actually increase in value if you wash it.
Get
got all that ink off of
All
there,
right,
right?
that's right.
All right. Well, check out the website. Obviously, follow along on social media. If you're not following them on Instagram or Twitter, do that as well. And there's a million different ways that you can help out.
Yeah, man. You go to a website, it's phhusa.org, and get involved. One of the things that we talk about with the veterans that we serve, many of them are isolated and lonely, right? And are longing for connection, and they miss the team that they served on, and sometimes they just need somebody to just do more than thank them for their service. Maybe have lunch with them, or take them out for a beverage, or and just engage with people, and we know that our mission doesn't get done without community effort. And it's because of hundreds of communities across the United States coming together on behalf of their neighbors that live there that have served. That's why we're successful, and so we're really thankful for that. Thankful for you guys as well.
All right. I'm going to go put on a fire suit.
Awesome.
Thanks, Brad.
That part's not on Facebook Live,
Yep.
though. We'll put that up on social media.
Help me, Tom Cruise.
That'll be fun.
Help me, Oprah.
All right, everybody.
All right.
Thanks for checking in. Follow along with Brad Borders.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.